dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at our broadcast location in Sacramento. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk, and it's Howard in at center. And for Sacramento, Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with Fox, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Now, here's Westbrook. No good that time. Good work defensively by Fox. Barnes outside. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Fox. Pass to Bagley. Trying to get open is Thompson. Another shot. Bagley with the bucket.
How about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's LeBron. Pass to Monk for three. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fox kicks to Barnes. Thompson outside. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four-men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
That's good from Barnes.
And you got to appreciate the overall game of Barnes. He's efficient as a scorer and also works hard at the defensive end.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Luke Walton gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He talked about the importance of controlling where Russell Westbrook shoots from in this one. Coach said if we make him an outside shooter, that's a win for us. When he gets into the paint is when teams don't have an answer. So it looks like they'll invite Westbrook to shoot from deep as often as he wants. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
James misses. It's stolen by Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Meadow, he's checked in for Bagley. Harkless comes in for Barnes. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Halliburton. And it's Mitchell in for De'Aaron Fox. Now, here's Mitchell. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Westbrook. Jordan tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Harkless. Anthony with the block. None with it. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers on top, leading by just one. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento, Terrence Davis is out there with Meadow. And there's Rashawn Holmes. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Thompson, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. So Anthony nails both of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Hield, the pass to Mitchell. From past the arc. Jordan with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. This is it to Bazemore. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. For Los Angeles, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. ABC's checked in for Sacramento. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. And so Bazemore nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now, here's Mitchell. Anthony with the block. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Rondo against Davis. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Here's Mitchell. A rebound by the Lakers. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The pass to Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Hield. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat. Growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
Fox against Westbrook. Fox, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
LeBron, left side. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Fox. Off target from three-point range. And here's Los Angeles. Big stretch here going 10-2. And the dunk by LeBron.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
Knocked away. Outside, Fox. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That'll do it for the first half. Lakers lead by 11. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They controlled the second quarter for the most part, and they were able to grow their lead to 11 at halftime. Shaq, what'd you think about the Lakers?
They had a little bit of intimidation factor tonight. They attacked the glass with a lot of energy. When you get an opponent on their heels, you got to keep attacking.
And over to Kenny now. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Monk, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low. Loads it up for Davis, and finished off by Davis. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Westbrook can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Pass to Halliburton. Good ball movement here by the Kings, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Fox has a lot of game. I mean, really good at distributing the ball, getting into the lane, and getting his guys involved.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Free throw good, Fox. Some changes for the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Howard. Ellington comes in for Malik Monk. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. Fox Fox hits them both. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Nunn passes to LeBron. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. LeBron's got 6.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
On the wing, Heel. Clock at 6. Let's go. Sacramento again missing.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Out to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Davis against Mitchell. That shot off. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Fox passes to Medu. He kicks it to Mitchell. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the layup. Mitchell's got his second basket of the game. Lakers leading by 14. James looking around. Pass to Nunn. The three-pointer no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Halliburton is out there with Fox, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And how about the basketball IQ of Bagley? Seems to know where misses are going ahead of time.
LeBron against Barnes. Outside Westbrook. Launches a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Bagley dishes to Fox. To the inside, Thompson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Westbrook against Fox. takes the 13-footer. Westbrook can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 11. It's Fox with the drive.
Fox never afraid to take it right at the defense on the drive. Excellent display of speed there.
Lakers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Westbrook, and the Lakers with another miss.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
Barnes can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 9. Now here's Westbrook. And Thompson sends it back. Outside, Bagley kicks it to Fox. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Over Westbrook. The shot by Thompson, no good. Westbrook passes to LeBron and finished off by Davis.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Shooting for Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox. Gets the first. That brings them to within 10. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Damian Jones is checked in for Thompson. ABC comes in for Bagley. Harkless is checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Terrence Davis in for Halliburton. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Mitchell, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And he sinks the second.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Right side, Rondo. The teardrop falls in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.